Hi and welcome to our last daily dose of wisdom. Starting May, these sessions are going to become the weekly dose of wisdom. Please watch for the next videos. The next one is going to be on Monday, and we will do a reading for the whole week. Thanks for the likes. And all right, somebody is on here. And the subject we will speak about today was inspired by a quote I posted today, which says, "Life begins where fear ends." And this is what we are going to talk about after the reading. And I would love to hear your opinions about this subject. Hi, Madalena. It's so nice to see you here. Okay, and an announcement that I would like to make. I created a Facebook group. People started to ask me if I have a Facebook group, and I did not have a Facebook group. I created it now, and it's called Do What You Love, Love What You Do. In this group, we are going to discuss about manifestation, about healing, about relationships, and you will also get news on new things that I'm going to create for you. So I would invite you to send a request to be added to the group if you are interested, of course, in being part of it. Hi, Nada. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to see you. Okay, so let's do the reading for this weekend, because there is not going to be a session on Saturday and Sunday. The deck I use is Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue. And this was one of the first oracle decks that I bought, as I remember, years ago. It was during the time I was starting to read cards. And we pray for a message that will resonate with all of us, that will tell us what to watch for during this weekend, what to pay attention to. Okay. Cards are coming by themselves, of course, and the card is Healing. And it's interesting because we speak about fear and about healing fear and about acknowledging what it is. And of course our card is Healing. And our card also says, try to take enough rest this weekend. It may or may not be about proper sleep, but rest can come in many ways. And what I see is rather an immersion with nature. It's spring, and the nature is blossoming, and I feel that this is what the card is telling us, to connect with the nature, to connect with this way that everything around us comes back to life, and is going to help us come back to life. It will help us clear our own energy. It will help us feel more light, happier, more positive, of course, and this is going to help in our manifestation work. All right, so Madalena says, send us the group link. It's difficult to find a specific group. Okay, I'm going to have to send it after the live, because it's really difficult to put it on the phone. But I'm going to take the link and I'll put it as a comment on this video. So when the video ends, please watch for it. I'm going to put a comment, and I'm going to tag both of you, of course. Madalena and Nada say that you want to see it. Okay, it's going to be in the comments. All right, so let's go back to our subject. Our subject, again, was inspired by the quote that I posted today that says, life begins where fear ends. And what is fear? Fear, first of all, is the absence of love. Some people say that the opposite of love is not hate, is fear. Because fear doesn't allow us to feel the love, doesn't allow us to see the love. And the purpose of the fear is to stop us from being our true selves and from being as great as we are. Fear is there for a purpose, and the purpose of fear is to protect us to a point. Fear wants to tell us, Don't go that way, because you may get burned, you may feel hurt, something may happen. What if it doesn't happen? There's another quote I posted a while ago, and that quote says, what if I fall? Oh my darling, but what if you fly? It's breaking through fear that shows us if we are going to fall or if we are going to fly. Yes, there are chances that we're going to fall, there are chances that we'll be hurt, but you never know. We may as well fly. Okay, the fear also wants to tell us that there's a danger. And yes, there is a danger. Coming out of your comfort zone and putting yourself through a situation where you are dead scared feels as danger. Your body may take it as danger. Your mind will take it as danger. But what if that's not a danger? What if you got into so many unhealthy habits for yourself and you are so caught by this fear inside you, and instead, in fact, you are not stepping in your own greatness because of that, because you are afraid of danger. Everything that takes us away from an old habit is perceived as danger. This is equally valid when our habit is not a healthy one. We feel it as danger because there's a big change that is going to happen. All right. What do we find if we break through fear? What do we find if we take ourselves out of this comfort zone and we say, okay, no matter what, I'm going that way? You will find how strong you are. You will find your huge inner power. You may find a gift you have that you are not even aware of. And of course, this is going to lead you to find your life purpose, because it's breaking through fear that shows you who you really are and what are you here to do. And there's a nice quote, Nada says, step by step. Yes, everything is done step by step, and nothing is going to change overnight. If you decide to step away from fear, to step out of fear, fear is going to become stronger, and you will need to take a small step. And tomorrow you are going to feel the fear again. And there's such a big chance that you may give up and you will say, okay, no, this is not for me, I'm just leaving it. But then there will be something within you that will still want to go ahead. And then again, you need to break through fear. So yes, every little step counts. Every small step counts. And when you add 10, 20, 100 small steps, you will see that you made such a huge change. Nada says, absolutely, I'm doing it right now. That's great. That's great. And if you ever feel blocked, make sure you look back and see where you started. If you see where you started, you are going to see how much you've overcome and how far you've got already. Even though you may not be at the end of your goal, but when you see that you are not as where you were yesterday, you see that yes, it's working, and yes, you are keep going and keep going and keep going. Okay, there is a nice thing that somebody gave to me, a text, and I want to share it with you because it resonated so much with me, and it has to do with our subject today. It says, psychology says, always go with the choice that scares you the most, because that's the one that is going to help you grow. Growth resides on the edge of your comfort zone. So you cannot grow unless you push yourself out of where you are right now. They say the same habits are not going to bring you a different outcome. So if you want a different outcome, you need to change your habits. You need to change what you do every single day. Today you may change more, tomorrow you may change less. But as long as you keep going, as long as you keep having your purpose in your mind and you go towards it, you are every day one step further than you were the other day. And that is very, very important. So the first step to take is to decide to go out of this comfort zone and to achieve something. And just a little note here, especially if you find it hard to get out of your old habits and unhealthy habits, Choose one thing at a time, because it's much more difficult to change 2 or 3 things about yourself at the same time. Plus, if you manage to find the most important one, the other ones may just follow by themselves, and you don't need to struggle so much with yourself. Okay, then acknowledge the fear. If you run away from fear, fear is going to chase you. If you acknowledge it, fear is going to stop. You may say, yes, I'm dead scared. I'm so scared to do this. I'm so scared to take this step. I'm resisting it. I know. I look for any kind of excuses not to do, but I know I want to do it. Though, I wake up tomorrow and I will come with 100 excuses why I don't want to do it. Well, when you find yourself coming with excuses, know that that's the one thing that you need to push yourself through, because that is going to help you grow. That is going to lead you to situations that you can't even dream about in the end. So acknowledge that fear and tell that fear, yes, I know you are here and I know I'm scared, but I'm still doing it although I'm scared. That moment, fear doesn't have power over you anymore. In that moment, fear doesn't even know what to do. Fear is going to disappear because you are so determined that you will not feel it anymore. You may scream, you may shout, I don't know, you may have any kind of reactions, but if you keep yourself going, any kind of reaction is going to disappear. And the more determined you are to get where you want, the fastest and the easiest fear is going to disappear. And the way I see this thing is exactly like the storm that nature is showing us, and we can learn so much from any kind of storm. You know, before the storm, there's a quietness, but it's not a happy quietness, it's not a happy situation, it's just silence, it's a hard silence. And that's the moment before you start changing, because you know you don't want your life anymore the way it is. You know you don't feel well. You know you want to do more and something stops you, and maybe you don't know what. You are not happy with your finances, with your relationships, with your house, with whatever you are not happy with, and you don't want this situation anymore. But there's nothing you are doing. It's this quietness before the storm. Well, when you decide to make a change, guess what? The storm starts. And the storm can look in any possible way. So like I said, you may scream, you may shout, you may shake, you may whatever you may do when you go through this change. But the change becomes easier and easier with every day. So the storm starts, the storm always has a peak. And it's the same when you make a big change, you will have a peak when you will feel like giving up. When you will feel there's no way, there's no point, it doesn't work, it's not for you, or whatever you will feel. If you manage to go through that peak, if you stay with your determination through that peak, the storm is going to disappear. And try to look at nature after a storm. Everything comes back to life. Birds start flying, I don't know, they start singing. People start going out if they stayed inside before to cover themselves from the storm. And after the storm, everything just comes back to life. And everything becomes quiet again, but it's a happy quietness. So it's the same thing when you broke through the peak of the moment in your change. Things are getting better and better and better, and you just find happiness, and you just find quietness, and you will even praise yourself, and you will be amazed at the inner power you have, because you managed to go through all this, and you've done it. So I want to invite all of you to remember this. Maybe even think about this quote during the weekend and see what it means for you. It says, life begins where fear ends. Okay, Nada says, reality where we are now has all energy it's need to keep as where we are now, old patterns, emotions, etc. So as we change, all will change. Exactly. Exactly, that's why you may set yourself to change, I don't know, let's say you have sort of an illness and you want to make a change because of that illness. Let's say you decide to eat healthier and to exercise. This may change your mindset about total different things, because your body is going to be happy and your body is going to give you happier thoughts. Or when you make this change that I gave the example about, you start to eat healthy food, I don't know, you start to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, and those are giving you energy, and they make you happier, and maybe you're single. It's so possible that your match, your ideal partner, is going to find you and he's going to notice you, because there will be a vibration coming out of you. And maybe if you stay in the situation where you are today, that partner would never notice you. So this can bring you a better relationship, although you started to change something because of your health. Or because of this, you will become healthier. You will have more strength to do the work that you want to do. You may get more ideas, you may get more connected with your soul, with who you are and with what you have to do. And your business may flourish, or you may get a better job, or somehow your financial situation may change. Although what you wanted to change was just your health. So yes, everything changes. When we start to make one change, everything else around is going to change. That's why if you happen to have a list, and I kept having lists, many lists of things I want to change. And what I found was that there is one thing that is the most important. And when you start changing that one, the other ones will come naturally, if you have enough patience. And remember, nothing is going to change overnight. Whatever change you want to make, give it time. Give it the right time so it can happen. All right, I hope you enjoyed our last daily dose of wisdom. Of course, I will see you again on Monday when we will do the reading for a week. And we will come with another subject. And this subject was requested by somebody. And the subject is going to be karma. I believe that subject is related to what we spoke today, because it's karma that is pushing us in one direction or another, and then it's our choice to make a change and to even heal that karma. So on Monday we are going to speak about karma. Until then, I want to wish you a magical weekend, and I want to remind you to, Juana says, thank you so much for this guidance. Well, I'm very happy that it helps, and I hope you will come and give us a testimony of something that you changed and made you move forward and helped change also other things in your life in the process. And I want to remind you to share this video with anybody you feel that may need to hear this. And happy weekend to you too, Nada. Thank you very much. All right, those who are going to watch this later on YouTube, I want to remind you to subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'm going to share the Facebook group link on YouTube as well. And a comment is going to follow here with the link to the Facebook group. And of course, I invite everybody to come and join us in the group. So again, a magical weekend and angel blessings. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.